It's the first day of Stitch Mania, and this is my first year participating. And this is my first start of the season. So I'm gonna do the Mr. Claus half of the Brooks Books freebie design, Mr. and Mrs. C. The picture is there on my computer screen. That's what they look like. Most of the materials in this little kit were gifted to me, everything except the DMC was gifted to me by the sisters, Stitchers, Heidi and Lindsay. So thank you very much to them. I'm really busy with some stuff for work today and tomorrow, and so I'm not going to have a lot of time to work on this. And so that's why I'm starting small, which is a little ornament start for May 1st. I'll update you on how far I get in a little bit. It's the end of day 1. I actually got way further on this than I expected to. I did all of the first color, which was ecru. All of Santa's beard and hair, and two little specks for his eyes. That was a great start. Thanks, Lindsay and Heidi. It's day 2. I'm going to start Eat Locally, the next green flip it from Lizzie Kate. It's the end of day 2. I made some nice progress. I stitched a leek and a bunch of brown border. For day 3 of Stitch Mania, I'm starting the Fabulous Women of History Stitch Along from Clouds Factory. This is my first Clouds Factory pattern, and I'm going to stitch it on this tealish blue fabric that I got at my last cross stitch retreat. I think it's called Amsterdam Blue, but I'm not 100% positive. It's a 32 count linen. I'm about to go to bed on May 3rd, and this is how far I got on Fabulous Women. I made a little start on Eleanor Roosevelt. She's supposed to look like this. I'm pretty excited about this project. I really like what I've seen of it so far this year, and this one I think I might stitch up for my cubicle at work. I think that'd be nice. It's day 4 of Stitch Mania, and I've got the day off today, so I thought I'd have a more ambitious new start. Today I'm going to start Gypsy Mermaid, one of my Mirabilias, and I'm going to stitch it on Iris, which is one of the recent Fabric of the Month colors from Under the Sea Fabrics. So I think that's going to be just perfect. I don't have a frame up and running yet because I don't have a working stapler to staple my Ada onto the dowel rods, and so that's going to wait until I can get a new one. But I thought I'd just start it in hand and see how that goes. And I'm all set up on my couch right now, ready to watch the Great British Bake Off, which has been renamed the Great British Baking Show in the United States because apparently Pillsbury owns the term Bake Off. So I'm going to do that and drink my tea, and I will update you at the end of the day. Here's my progress on Gypsy Mermaid. My fabric definitely got a little more wrinkly because I was stitching in hand today, but I've got a little bit of her stomach skin done, and hair and water from like right here. So not too bad. Today is Cinco de Mayo, day 5 of Stitch Mania, and I'm starting Brooks Books Cinderella, part of the Fairy Tale Princess Dress Up series from her. It's a stitch along, a mystery stitch along, and I think 4 of them have been released, or 5, and there will be one more a month for the rest of the year. So I'm stitching her on a lavender fabric. It's called Provence Lavender. I think it's from Witch Alt. And it's not variegated or anything. It's just a solid lavender color. So, yep. I'll let you know how far I get. Oh my goodness. Just look at my progress on this one. I got so much done today. I'm really delighted. Unfortunately, these two DMC colors are the only ones that I have for this pattern right now. So that was all that I could work on, but it's alright because I didn't even finish all of them. So I did not have to go on to Krennic, the sparkly thread, which is what I would have done if I had ran out of DMC to stitch. But now it's a non-issue because I probably won't come back to this one till after Stitch Mania is over. So this was really fun though. I liked working on this one. It's gonna be so pretty. For day 6, I'm starting this little Texas Christmas ornament from Redbird Designs. I'm not sure if these are available anywhere except Stitches from the Heart, but I know that they're not on 123 Stitch, but they're a local designer that does a lot of Texas patterns, and I live in San Antonio, so that's pretty appropriate. I'm ready to go to bed, and here's how far I got on Texas Christmas. A really good showing on the top border. I think it's going to look very cute on this plaid fabric that I have. I got it in a grab bag type thing. So I'm not exactly sure what it is. I know it's 28 count linen, and it's like a celery green color, but I don't know where it came from. For day 7, I'm going to stitch Ride a Bike, another one of my Lizzie Kate green flip bits, and it's going to go over here in this space. We were out and about a lot today. On day 7, we actually did our first trip to the river, tubing on the river this year. That was pretty fun, but it meant I didn't have a lot of stitching time, so I just stitched a little bit of the border on this one today. Yeah, not a bad little start though. It's already 10 p.m. on May 8th, so I'm going to just make a very meager start on redoing my Noel the Christmas Angel. It's 10:15 and I've done just a couple of these green stitches on the center of her bodice. Right there. And now I'm going to bed. So I missed May 9th, but I'm going to go ahead and do that start today. I'm going to start Shimmering Mermaid from Mirabilia. And I'm going to do it on Angelic from Under the Sea Fabrics, an opalescent pale purple Jobalan, I think. No, Lugana. Opal Lugana, 28 count. I originally bought this to do Rapunzel on, but I changed my mind when I got home and saw this chart next to it. I thought it just looks perfect, so I'm going to do that instead. I made some good progress on Shimmering Mermaid tonight. Just got some purples on. I'm really glad that it still stands out on this pale purple background. I was a little concerned that this pale purple color would just fade away, but I think it still looks nice. So it's right here in the center of the design, this bit of her clothing. That's what I worked on today. Right there, that piece of fabric. For my 10th Mania start, I'm gonna do Santa's Sleigh Works, which is part of my Santa's Village. There's my cat too. She's a night owl like me. It's already pretty late, so I probably won't get very far on this. But I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you the rest of it too, since it's off the frame right now. I haven't quite finished the stocking store, but it's time for a new start, so I'm going to move on to the next row. Come back to the stocking store later. Alright, well there you go. I just put a couple stitches in the top border. And now I'm going to bed. It's May 12th and I'm still one behind, but I'm going to start this pincushion by Hands On Design. That's just adorable for my 11th Mania start. It's just after 10 p.m. and I've got a good start on Hands On Design Mend. My little tomato in the beginning of the ruler, or tape measure, I guess. It's Saturday morning, May 13th, and today I'm starting Mirabilia's Rapunzel on Oaken 32 count fabric from Picture This Plus. And this morning I'm stitching at Stitches from the Heart. Okay, here's how far I got on Rapunzel. Not too bad for only a couple hours. I started right here in the middle of the design on her gown. You can see this curve is where this gold ribbon will go. For my 13th start, I'm doing Belle from Brooks Books. This is a part of the dress up collection that she's been releasing this year. I'm doing it on 28 count linen in French Country Blue. I bought this at the Tinsmith's Wife in Comfort. I'm about to head to bed. Here's how far I got on Belle. Just started on her skirt. I've been stitching in hand with my cat in my lap. She's sleeping so peacefully. Okay, everyone. Today is Sunday, May 21st, and I'm well past the end of the first 15 days of May, but I'm determined to finish my 15 starts anyway, so I'm going to knock out my last two today. For my 14th start, I'm going to do Gingerbread Emporium from Country Cottage Needleworks, which is the 10th design in Santa's Village, and it's going to go right here. I already started the 9th design. I think that was Santa's Sleigh Works on a previous day, but this one I'm going to go ahead and start today. Pretty cute. Got some of those gingerbread people on it. And I'm just going to really quick do one length of 321 red in the top candy cane border. So I'll just do a few stitches right here, and that'll be my 14th start, and then I'll move on to my very last start, which is a little more exciting. So 1 minute. Okay, there you go. It's like 5 minutes later, and I've put in one length of 321. So that was start number 14. I didn't even put the frame on my stand, so just held it in my lap. And now we get to move right along. And for my 15th and final Mania start, I'm doing Alternative Reality, which is a piece of art by Josephine Wall, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is my second Heaven and Earth to start. Of course, I'm working on my dressmaker's shop chart still, but this will be the second one. This chart was actually racked to me. That's a random act of kindness, right? It was gifted to me by a woman named Courtney Sands, who is also a member of the new official Heaven and Earth Designs Facebook group. And so if you ever watch this, Courtney, thank you so much for this beautiful chart. It's going to be about 12 inches by 16 inches, so much, much smaller than Dressmaker's Shop. And I'm doing it on the called for 25 count fabric. So I've got that on my stand. My cat's checking it out. Uh-oh. What are you doing? What are you doing? She's a mischief maker, aren't you? Yep, so that's all set up and ready to go. I'm going to try and get at least 100 stitches done. One block. I'm going to park for this. And this fabric, you may notice, is actually not gridded. It doesn't have the magic guide marks that the Dressmaker's Shop fabric has. But I think that won't be such a big deal if I just work in 10 by 10 squares in columns. You know, I can easily keep count by myself. There'll be about a 4-inch margin on all sides with this fabric. So, yeah, it'll work out beautifully. My grandma actually gave me this fabric after I interviewed her at our Florida Thanksgiving vacation. She unloaded a bunch of her old stash stuff on me, and this piece of fabric was one of the things that she gave me. So I'm gonna turn it into something beautiful, Grandma. I hope you like it. Well, guys, that's it for Stitch Mania 2017. I accomplished almost 300 stitches on this Heaven and Earth. That's pretty good. These missing ones up here are because I don't have those colors. And then I just didn't want to thread these ones on. So I'm about to head to bed. But that was a pretty good start. They all have been. This has been really fun. I'll enjoy tackling Stitch Mania again next year, I'm sure. But thank you so much for watching my vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll come back with a regular whip update probably sometime next month. So I'll see you then. Until next time, happy stitching.